Every animal on Earth fits perfectly into nature. Lions have claws. Fish have gills. Birds have wings. But humans, we burn in the sun. We struggle in the cold. We need glasses to see properly. We get back pain from walking upright. We are the only species on Earth that is fundamentally uncomfortable if we're not from here. In 1973, one of the most respected scientists in history, Francis Crick, the man who co-discovered the structure of DNA, published a paper that shook the scientific world. His argument was simple. Human DNA is too complex, too information dense to have evolved naturally on Earth. He proposed a theory called Directed Panspermia, the idea that life on Earth, including humans, was deliberately seeded here from somewhere else. This wasn't a conspiracy theory. This was a Nobel Prize winning scientist saying we may not be from here. Look at human DNA compared to every other species on Earth. Every animal on this planet shares a logical evolutionary tree. Chimps share 98% of our DNA. Fine. But the 2% difference between us and chimps is not a small gap. That 2% contains language, abstract thinking, consciousness, the ability to build cities, the ability to ask why.
Geneticists call it the Great Leap Forward, a moment roughly 70,000 years ago when human intelligence exploded overnight, with no clear evolutionary reason why. No slow climb, no gradual improvement, just suddenly a completely different kind of mind. Now look at the human body itself. We are the only primate that walks fully upright, and our spine was not designed for it. Back pain, knee problems, and hip issues are uniquely human problems. No other primate suffers from these, because no other primate was built to walk this way. We are the only mammal that cannot synthesize vitamin C inside our bodies. Every other mammal on Earth produces it naturally. We need to consume it or we die. We have the largest brain-to-body ratio of any creature on Earth, and that brain uses 20% of all our energy just to run. Evolution doesn't build things that expensive unless there's an extraordinary reason. Our brains can imagine colors and dimensions that our eyes cannot even detect. We are built for more than this planet shows us. In 2013, a group of scientists published a paper in the journal Icarus, proposing that Earth was deliberately seeded with life from another star system billions of years ago. Called this the cosmic ancestry hypothesis. The evidence they pointed to is simple. When you look at the genetic complexity of the simplest life forms on Earth, information density inside them is so high that it could not have assembled itself randomly in Earth's 4 billion year history. The math doesn't work. The probability is too low, which means either life started somewhere older than Earth, somewhere with more time, and traveled here, or something else brought it. But here's where it gets really strange. If humans are not originally from Earth, if we were seeded here, or arrived here, or evolved somewhere else and came here, then everything about human history makes more sense. Why did every ancient civilization on Earth independently look up at the stars and say, we came from there? The Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Mayans, the ancient Indians, every single one of them pointed at the sky and said, our ancestors came from the stars. They had no contact with each other, no shared language, no shared culture, but they all said the same thing. Maybe they weren't writing mythology. Maybe they were writing memory. So here is what the evidence actually says. Human DNA contains complexity that defies the time available for evolution on Earth. The human body is fundamentally mismatched with this planet in ways no other species is. Human intelligence appeared with no evolutionary warning, and every ancient civilization independently claimed the same cosmic origin. None of this is proof. Science doesn't have proof yet, but the question is no longer crazy. It is being asked by Nobel Prize winners, published in peer-reviewed journals, and studied by NASA-funded researchers. The most honest answer science can give right now is this: we don't fully know where humans came from, and the more we look, the stranger the answer gets. You look up at the stars and feel something ancient and familiar, something that pulls at you in a way you can't explain. Maybe that feeling isn't wonder. Maybe it's memory. All sources for this video are linked in the description. If this raised a question, the research is there.